Danica Patrick, but there is one man that no one can replace for any of us involved in this series, and that's Dan Wheldon. And earlier this month, Dan Wheldon Way, right there at turn 10, was dedicated, and there's wife Susie on hand. When we come back, we'll talk more about Dan.
I can't tell you how many times I've thought of Dan in the last 4 months. My job when I get in the car is not to do that. My job is to clear my mind, to focus 100% on the job in hand. And if you can't do it, you don't want to do it, or you're not able to do it, unfortunately, you're probably in the wrong business.
Beautiful shots of the Bay Area here in St. Petersburg, Florida. And back in 2005, a young racer named Dan Wheldon fell in love with this town, and no wonder why. He came here and won the race in 2005, leading the Andretti Green team to a top 4 sweep. It's never been done before or since in the Indycar series. And of course, last May, Dan Wheldon kissing the bricks for the second time at the Indianapolis 500. None of us knew at that time that would be the last time we would see Dan Wheldon in victory lane.
Got people touching tires. Go low, go low. Hold on to it, hold on to it, hold on to it. Huge wreck. There's cars everywhere. It's a mess all over the backstretch.
Oh my God, I hope everyone's okay.
Hey, Dan, you got a copy? You got a copy, Dan? No, he's not answering. Green, 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 green. Green, green, green. You got one outside. Clear, clear, clear. Clear inside if you want.
The first 11 laps, the cars were moving around. It was 3 wide. It was exactly what we thought, very intense.
I was holding my breath. I was trying to find a very safe spot. It was only in the beginning.
Dan Wheldon started 34th in this field. He has moved up 10 spots.
I saw the first puff of smoke. Then you saw all the smoke, and basically all hell broke loose. And I was lucky the way it sort of landed in many different ways. Then I came to a rest, actually looking at Dan. You know, I could see that he was in a lot of trouble.
The part that still rings in your mind is, you know, after the accident, you know, we did 1 lap and we had to weave through cars, parts, things on fire. Like, it honestly looked, you know, like devastation.
It looked like a bomb had exploded. Somebody had dropped a bomb from an airplane.
He'll be fine, it's Dan. He's going to be okay, and you're always hoping for the most positive, you know, kind of result, but, you know, as time drags out, you know, there's something pretty serious going on.
I was actually in the Indycar truck with Brian Barnhart, and I think Dario and Tony were in there as well. And we got the word that he died on the helicopter, and I mean, it was a bad scene.
I got put to do a very difficult task, which was tell all the other drivers in the drivers' meeting, and that probably was the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life, and I hope I don't ever have to do it again.
Indycar, its drivers and team owners, has decided to end the race. In honor of Dan Wheldon, the drivers have decided to do a 5-lap salute in his honor.
30 seconds before we start the engine, Stagliani came and poked his head into my car, and somebody had cut Dan's belt out of his driver's suit, and he handed it to me. And I was holding it for those laps. And yeah, it was the longest 5 laps of my life, for sure. To start the 2012 season in St. Pete is it's going to be hard. I think none of us had raced an IndyCar race since what happened to him.
It's a fear that we all have in the back of our heads. That day it was brought to the front. You have to put it to the back of your head.
I can't tell you how many times I've thought of Dan in the last 4 months. My job when I get in the car is not to do that. My job is to clear my mind, to focus 100% on the job in hand. And if you can't do it, you don't want to do it, or you're not able to do it, unfortunately, you're probably in the wrong business.
We all are exposed to that, from the biggest disasters to the silliest one. And, you know, if I could choose a way to go, you know, be in the race car as well.
And trackside, they are remembering Dan Wheldon today as well. In fact, the track has put together ribbons in Dan's memory, and they are selling those with all the proceeds going to Alzheimer's research. Dan's mother suffers from Alzheimer's.